What's up, Radical City, and a special shout out to our e-citizens out there. My name is Minister Lawrence, and I'm here to give you your Sunday sermon recap. Pastor B came with a powerful word, and I'm here to let you know the 3 things that I got from it. The title of the sermon was Confessions of Confusion, and the subtitle was Half on a Baby. Pastor B came from the scripture of 1 Kings, the 3rd chapter, verses 22 through 25. Of course, we're not going to read it all for you. You need to go back and read it for yourself and get closer to God. Now, before I even jump into the Sunday sermon recap, let me remind you, we do not have city council this week. Now, without further ado, let's get into these 3 points that I got for you. The first one is, you want God to be on the same wavelength as you. What Pastor B meant by that was, a lot of times we go ahead and we ask God to do things instead of considering what it is that he has in store for us. A lot of times we want him to do it how we want him to do it and when we want him to do it. But that's not how God operates. Sometimes we just aren't ready for the promise yet. There are some things that need to come up out of us in order for us to move forward in our walk with Christ. We just can't expect him to be on the same wavelength as us. We have to just trust his time and his process, because he knows when the timing is best, and he knows what needs to come up out of us in order for us to be efficient in that thing. And that was the first point. The second point was, God will do things in our life that will confuse us. That in itself may sound confusing, but let me explain. Sometimes things will start to happen and you'll be like, Lord, why is this happening? Why am I going through this? Why does it say in your word that you'll look out for me when it doesn't feel like I'm being looked out for? Why is it that when I prayed last night for a miracle and when I woke up this morning, it wasn't there? God will put us in these situations just so we can remember and be reminded that he is everything that we need. He is our sustainer. He is our provider. He is our healer. We don't have to worry about anything else because he is exactly what we need. Sometimes we might get a bad doctor's report, but we can remember that at the end of the day, we serve the almighty physician who can do exceedingly abundantly above all we ask, think, or imagine. He can heal us just like that. 24 hours is nothing for God when it comes to a miracle. So we don't have to worry about things. We just need to trust God and know that he will come through in the end. And the third point that I got for you is, don't allow your confusion to take you out of your character. Man, how many times have we been in situations and the confusion of the situation got us a little bit out of our character? I know I've been there. There are times where things are just going on and I find myself getting a little anxious or impatient or just short with people in general. I find myself not wanting to be around people. I find myself saying things that I probably shouldn't say in certain situations. And I feel like we all get to that place. But we have to remember that even through all of this stuff, God is still refining us, and we have to stay the course. It may not feel easy when all these things are hitting you all at one time, but you have to remember that we serve the God of peace, and he will be the peace that you need as long as you go to him and ask him for that peace. He will give you the self-control that you need, which is a fruit of the Spirit. With all that being said, go back and check out the replay. You definitely don't want to miss what God had to speak to you through Pastor B. Radical City e-citizens, remember, you're blessed in the city, blessed in the field, blessed as we come, blessed as we go, and we're glad about it. And don't forget, we love you and there's nothing you can do about it. We'll see you all soon.